Today, we're going to be working on a thing called order status. Now, do you remember that the store orders table from the last video, right? Do you remember that this had a thing called order status? Okay, so let's make a new table up here and we'll call it store order status, right? And we'll have an ID and we'll have a status title. The ID will be auto increment, primary key, and all of that stuff. The status title will be a variable character of 255, right? So this table has just got 2 columns. Now, without me even saying, you know what this table is going to do, right? You know what this table is for, and you even know what we're going to build next. Yes indeed, Starsky, we are going to build a CRUD thing for the store order status options. Yes, it's all going to happen, and yes, it shall tie into the store orders table, and it's going to be fantasticola. Yes indeed. So that's what we're going to build, you know. But one of the biggest mistakes, like I say, it's such a terrible mistake, is that people, when they do that, they would often just say, okay, well, I'll go in here and I'll, you know, duplicate the copy of this folder and rename it, and they go down that road and they just waste time. When really, folks, what you should be doing every step of the way is not that. You should be looking at the stuff you've already built. Okay, so let's just log in as an administrator. Admin, password, right? You should be looking at the stuff you've already built, and what have we got? Think about it. It's basically just a simple table with some basic CRUD, right? And you should be going through all of this stuff and saying, well, do we have anything that's like that, you know? Do we have anything at all? And actually, I think you'll find we've got plenty like that. If you take store accounts, for example. Now, it is true that store accounts has got more columns. Yes, it has more columns. Yes, it has a more complicated form. Look at all of that stuff, right? It's kind of more complicated. But folks, don't sweat the small stuff, because structurally, and I'm talking about the module here, in terms of what this module does, it's pretty much exactly what we need here. Can you handle the vibe? So check this out. I'm going to go into the modules folder if I can find it. I've lost it. Come on, don't do this to me. Where on earth is it? Oh man, right, okay, here we go. I don't think I've got anything that I need to hide from you guys here, so I'll just go in this way. Right, here we go. Thank you very much indeed. So I'm going to go and get this store accounts thing, and I'm going to duplicate that. Okay, and I'm going to rename this duplicate as store order status. Yes indeed. And then I'm just going to open up store order status like so. Okay, and as we do things this way, notice 2 things. First of all, we are saving tons and tons of time, right? That's nice, okay? Store order status. I'm setting it up here, right? Just setting it up. We're saving tons of time. But the other thing to notice, folks, is that not only are we saving time, but we are enforcing consistency. So all of those little nuances, like how we handle errors, the types of paragraphs we use, the spacing, the layout, all of that stuff is being preserved. Can you handle the vibe? Okay, so now I'm going to just do a thing, find in folder, and I'm going to do a search for store orders with a capital S, and I'm going to change it for store order status, and I'm going to do a search and replace throughout the module. No matches found. Okay, there's how much of an idiot I am. I'll do it with a lowercase s now, and here we go. So I'm so sorry. Look at that. It's store accounts. Hello. Sorry. I knew something wasn't right. Okay, back we go. Back we go. Store accounts. Replacing with store order status, we have a capital S. Let's rock and roll. Replace one occurrence, right? That's what I would have expected. Excellent. Now, let's do the lowercase version, right? So it's store accounts, replacing with store order status. We are searching within that module. Here we go. I think it's going to appear about 19 times, right? Let's see. 39 times. Wow, right, okay. So we can do that. We'll replace. And now we're just going to be saving and closing. Okay, so here we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Now, I could go in and do a search for something like accounts. How about that? So let's do that, shall we? Let me just see, actually, store. Well, let's change accounts, plural, to order status options, plural. Does that sound reasonable? Let's try that. So replace one occurrence. Okay, well, you know, fair enough, fair enough. Now, do you see how we've got an uppercase accounts here, right? Let's take that one like so. And we'll change that, we'll replace with order status options, right? Do you see what I'm doing here? Do you see what I'm doing here? Okay, and I'm searching across that module. Here we go. Okay, two occurrences. Now, I'm going to take a wild guess, and hopefully we're not too far from the promised land here. Do you see how we've got a link here that says dashboard and then it goes to messages? I would like you to open up admin.php and do a search for messages, right? There we go. And I'm going to add one of those links. I'll copy the dashboard one, right? And I'll paste so that this is between dashboard and messages. Can you handle the vibe? And this link is going to say order status options, okay? And the link itself is going to go to let me just see, store order status /manage. Okay, and let's change the icon from bar dashed chart. Let's change it to icon dash file dash alt. Okay, so if we look at the admin now, look on the top left hand side. You see how we've got a new option? Can you see that? Thank you very much indeed. It's very awesome. Now if we click onto this, yes, of course we're going to have an error because there's no last name, but that's kind of easy to fix. Check it out, folks. I'm going to go to store order status, right? Here we go. And I'm going to do find last name. And let's just find it, right? I won't even replace it. So we can see that last name appears a few different places. And I'm going to look for last name. And wherever this shows up, I'm just going to basically delete it. Do you know what I'm saying? So we don't need that. Yes, thank you very much. We do not need that. Fetch from post. Now this is interesting. We are only going to have one text field, and it's going to be status title. Okay, so do you see where we've got username here throughout the module? Okay, I'm going to change it. In fact, do you know what? Sometimes we use username. What I think I'll do is we'll replace on, how about last name? Okay, last name. So check this. Find in folder. I'm looking for last name. I'm going to replace last name with status title. Obviously, status title matches with this. And I'm changing throughout the module. Here we go. 8 occurrences, right? That's fine. So I'm just going to save and close, save and close, save and close. Okay. Now back to the first name search thing. Okay. I'm looking for wherever first name appears, because that's going to tell me that I need to do some deletions, right? So here we go. Fetch data from post. Yes, thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Don't forget, we are keeping status title. Okay, here we go again. Searching, we can see first name there, that's good, but you can see status title looking good, and we do not want to delete status title. Look at that, there we go. Searching again, here we go. Now we've got a submission thing here. I'm going to go status underscore title, and we'll change this thing so that it says status title, and we'll say required. That's fine, and we can take out this validation rule, and everything seems okay. Next, moving along. Can you believe it? There are no more vibes. No more vibes on this file. So let's see if first name appears anywhere else. Here it is on create, right? No surprises here, folks. No surprises. So I'm going to take these little sons of a guns out here. Okay? And I'm only keeping the thing that says status title. In fact, did I just delete it there? No, I never. Right, okay, there we go. There we go. So we've got right, okay, so I've got this thing that says last name. And actually, do you see how we've got last name there? Let's replace last name throughout the module, and we'll replace it with status title with uppercase first. Right, folks, uppercase first. Here we go. Probably only one of them. Two of them. Who would have thought? Right, okay, that's cool. I wonder, order status. Let me do find in folder. I'm going to replace last name with lower cases, right? Because these are all case sensitive, with status title. And here we go. There's probably none. Okay, that's fine. So we're just going to close. Oh, now hold on a second. Cancel that. We'll keep create open. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to keep status title. Everything looking fantasticola, and there we go, right? We'll keep the buttons, obviously, and I'm looking for any occurrences. Was it first name? Oh man, I'm all mixed up. Anyway, let me just close tabs to the right here. I'm just going to search this module once again. I'm looking for first name here. Okay, it only appears one more place. And there we go. And I'll change that to say, well, we've got status title there. Do you see that? So we can take this out here. We can take this stuff out here. Okay. So that's pretty much all we need, folks. That is all we need. We don't even need this stuff here, you know. We can just go like that. And I think that's okay. Status title. Oh, sorry. Let's tidy up these table columns. We only need status title and action. Okay. So, all of the headlines and all of that are going to be messed up, but let's just give this a try, okay? Parse error, okay, manage line 34. Now, look, we can have this stuff for breakfast, do you agree? We don't care about little errors. We know that we can handle this stuff, and here it is, okay? So, it's looking for, right, you see how it's got this edit account URL? Let's change that to just edit URL, okay? And this view, blah, 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 blah. Let's change that to view URL, okay? That looks good, yes, indeed. Thank you very much indeed. I think this is looking kind of good. All right, so here we go again, refresh. All right, manage order status options, okay? Now, there's a button here that says add new account. Wherever I see something like that, folks, whenever that happens, I'm going to do a search in the module account, and I'm going to change that to order status options. Okay, let me just check actually. Manage, okay, add new, sorry. order status options singular. Here we go. Here we go. 7 occurrences. Who would have thought, right? So close, saving and closing, saving and closing. Yes, indeed. And the nice thing is, you know, all we're doing here is replacing strings, you know, search and replace, okay? Where it says customer order status options, do you see that? Customer order status options. I'm going to change that. I'll do a search for customer. And I'm going to change that to current order status options, okay? And isn't this nice? Isn't this easy? You know, we've done all of the work. Let's change that little white briefcase. Let's change it to file-alt. Okay, oh geez, look at that. That looks awful. It seems to have given me a champagne glass. I'll try file. Okay, that'll do. Oh, maybe not. Let's try a list. List-alt. I wonder if that will do. Right, that's okay. So that's kind of okay. Do you not think so? Is it not kind of okay? Alright, so the one thing that I'm eager to check is, well, two things actually. The headlines. I mean, if there's two things that are going to catch us out here, folks, it'll be the headlines and the flash data. Do you agree? So let's have a look at those headlines, right? Headline, update. There we go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Update order status option password. Now we do not need that. Let's just take that out even. You're gonna have redundant functions like this, right? But you know, don't worry, it's not gonna do any real harm. Okay, add new order status option. Update order status option. We don't need the word details here, okay? And that's the headlines. Next, let's have a look for some flash data, right? So here we go. The account details were successfully updated. Now that is after the thing gets updated. So I'm going to say the status title was successfully updated. Okay, let's see if there's any more flash stuff here. What else have we got? The account was successfully added. Well, that's not right. Let's just say the the order status option was successfully added. Okay, that probably makes more sense. And I think that's it, folks. I think that's it. Right, are you ready to rock? Okay, so we'll hit refresh here. I'm going to add a new order status option, and the status title is going to be something like, how about order received? Okay, okay, date made. Let's just search for that. You see, folks, this is why we test things. You know. Date made, let's just check. So, date made, it's on fetch data from DB. Let's generate token. We do not need generate token. If you find anything that's kind of redundant, you know, here's another, get customer ID from token. We don't need that either. Okay, so I'm looking for date made. There we go. So we'll take that out. And here we go again. So, order received, I'm going to hit submit. The store order status option was successfully added. That is fantasticola. If we hit cancel, it takes us here, okay? So that would be something like the order has been received. Look at this, we can edit the thing. I mean, everything is really cool. Order received. Now, how about something like, I don't know, let me just think. What would you actually have? You'd have order received, then you'd have, order currently, no, how about something like order being processed? Something like that. Okay. Order currently being processed. There we go. Submit. That's okay. Now, do you see how we've got update password? Obviously, that's not too cool, right? So, once again, our best friend is this little search thing here. So, let's do a search for password with an uppercase P. And you can see that this appears a couple of different places. It's no problem for us, though. We're just going to take that button out. Okay. Like so. And are there any other instances? Well, we've got a thing called update p-word. We actually don't even need that, so I'm going to take that whole view file out there called update p-word. Okay, here we go. I have now deleted that. Is there anything else? I think that's it. So if we refresh, look at this glorious page. It is fantasticola. Look at the different option. Here's another option. How about goods dispatched? Something like that, okay? So look at that. It's very, very cool indeed, okay? Now I'll do one and make sure that the delete works, okay? So duff status, here we go. And I'll hit delete. Store order status delete conf, right? Okay, so that's interesting. Have we removed delete conf? I may have done. So let's open up store accounts. I don't think we've added a delete conf. Do you know that? Okay. That's kind of hard to believe. Surely I've not forgotten to do delete conf. Come on, please give me a break. Surely. Let's just try this. Can you believe it, folks? I am that much of an idiot. Well, let's do that just now. How could I go this far and forget to do something like that? That's just incredible. Anyway, delete conf appears in blog. Do you see that? Where else does it appear? Homepage blocks. Well, what else have we got? Store. Well, store accounts, we know about that. Store items. Let's go with the blog thing, because the blog is quite simple, right? So I'm going to find delete conf. Look, folks, it's really easy. I'm just finding delete conf here. Okay, and we'll do this in store accounts like it should have been in the first place. So let's just do that. Delete account, that would be. Okay. Everything looks good. Now there's a file called delete conf and it lives inside blog, right? So delete conf, here it is. Hello, yes, thank you very much. I'm copying that and I'm pasting into store accounts. Okay, so it's going to be called delete conf.php. Okay, here we go. Let's just test this. Okay, delete account. Are you sure that you want to delete the page? Let's just change that to, are you sure you want to delete the account? Okay, and instead of going to blog, it's going to go to store accounts, delete, and I think that's us actually. Let me just make sure. Sorry, I'm going to search for blog. I think that's it. I think that's it. So if we, sorry, the form location. Hello, I forgot the form location. What a royal idiot. The form location is store accounts delete. Is that right? I think it is. So if we go to store accounts / there is no store accounts delete, right? Okay. Yes, folks, did you hear that awkward pause? That was me realizing that I'm an idiot, because for some reason I seem to have left this out. Either that or I've accidentally deleted it somewhere. Anyway, let's have a look at delete, security, make sure allowed. Okay, that redirects to store accounts. Okay, the flash thing would say the store account entry was successfully deleted. Pardon me. Now, let me just, right, see where it says yes delete entry? I'll just change that to yes delete, okay? We don't need this blog entry rubbish here. Yes, delete. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, refresh, confirm, delete. I'm going to cancel. Okay, that's excellent. So delete account. Are you sure you want to delete? I'm going to cancel again. Delete account. I'm going to, now hold on a second. Why does it, have I, store accounts? I thought I changed that. Yes, delete. Hello? Did I not? Ah, it was the value that I changed. I'm sorry. Do you see that? We've got value in here and we've got this here. I am so sorry. Right, here we go. So refresh. Okay, everything looks good. We're going to delete this store account. Yes, we are. So we're going to delete it. Here we go. Here we go. And process delete's not happening. All right, okay. You know, I don't even think I'm going to bother with this process delete, because all it does is deletes the thing, right? So delete, and we'll delete for this update ID. Okay, that should do the job actually. Process delete, man, what do we think this is, NASA? Anyway, here we go. Delete. Yes, thank you very much. Let's delete Jim Baker. Delete. Delete. The store account entry was successfully deleted. Right, excellent. And I apologise for the diversion, folks. I really and truly apologise for that. Now, we do have this thing rocking in the free world. Let's copy delete conf. Let's copy delete, okay? What a complete royal cock up this video has been. But hopefully it makes some sense, right? So we're going back into store status, or store order status, right? So open up store order status, right? There we go. Now, do we have delete or anything? We do not. So let's paste in that stuff. Let's have a quick look at it, make sure it's cool. Right, we've got a vibe says store accounts. Now that's not too cool, right? Let's change store accounts to store order status. Right, there we go. The entry, now let me just think about this. The order status option, let's call it that, was successfully deleted. Okay, that's good, good. Yes. Now the headline is not going to be delete account, it's going to be delete option. Okay, I think everything now is pretty good. All that remains is to add delete conf. Here we go. So it's called deleteconf.php. And I'm going to shamelessly copy the thing across from store accounts, right? Because we earned it. Do you know what I mean? So here we go. Copying in. Now let me just check, make sure everything looks good. Headline looks good. Confirm delete's good. Are you sure you want to delete the option? Okay, option. Okay, that's good. Store accounts is uncool. We want to change that to store order status, right? There we go. Yes, delete, cancel, and thank you very much. So back on to store status options. Look, we have a Duff status. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to cancel. Okay, everything looks fantastic. I wonder if we can update it from here. Can you believe it? The status title was successfully updated. Is there any limit to our awesomeness, folks? Really, this is fantastic. So let's just delete this thing. Are you sure you want to delete the option? Yes. And it was successfully deleted. And that's it. There you go. A brand new module. And folks, we never even really had to write any PHP. All it was just copying and pasting. You know, that was the vibe. Everything cool. A little bit of finding and replacing. And that was it. You know, that was it. And isn't that cool? Isn't it nice when you have all of the layouts and whatnot exactly the same? Anyway, that's the end of this video, and as you can see, obviously it has updated this table, look, and everything is fine. So stay cool, and I'll see you in the next video.